Jane goes for a walk in the park. The weather is nice at first. Suddenly, it starts to rain. Jane does not have an umbrella. She runs to a nearby café. Inside it is warm and quiet. Jane orders a cup of tea to warm up. She sits by the window and watches the rain outside. The tea makes her feel better. After a while, the rain stops. Jane finishes her tea and leaves the café. Here is the same story, told from the first person.
I go for a walk in the park. The weather is nice at first. Suddenly, it starts to rain. I do not have an umbrella. I run to a nearby café. Inside, it is warm and quiet. I order a cup of tea to warm up. I sit by the window and watch the rain outside. The tea makes me feel better. After a while, the rain stops. I finish my tea and leave the café.
Next, here are some questions. 1. Jane goes for a walk in the park. Does Jane go for a walk in the park? Yes, Jane goes for a walk in the park. 2. The weather is nice at first. Is the weather bad at first? No, the weather is nice at first. 3. It starts to rain. Does it start to rain? Yes, it starts to rain. 4. Jane does not have an umbrella. Does Jane have an umbrella? No, Jane does not have an umbrella. 5. Jane runs to a nearby café. Does Jane run to a nearby café? Yes, Jane runs to a nearby café. 6. Jane orders a cup of tea. Does Jane order a cup of coffee? No, Jane orders a cup of tea. 7. Jane watches the rain outside. Does Jane watch the rain outside? Yes, Jane watches the rain outside.